Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shubham Gupta, aka Wolfer SD, and today I'm gonna talk about second book from Harry Potter series. If you wanna know more about the first book from the Harry Potter series, I'll attach the link to that video in the description below. Okay guys, so right now I'm talking about Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is second book from Harry Potter series. It is written by J.K. Rowling. Back in 1998, it got published. I know I'm too late to the party, but here we are. So let's jump into the book summary of this book first, and then we will talk about what I liked and what I disliked about the book and the things that I want to discuss about it. So, this is the second year of Harry Potter in Hogwarts, but before we reach it there, Harry Potter is back at the Privet Drive and his birthday is coming up. His life is miserable there with his uncle and aunt and Dudley, that bully. I won't say creepy, he's a bully. There's a difference. Now, Harry is to get himself saved from getting bullied by Dudley. What he does is he knows how much each and every single one of them hate the word magic and they're scared of it too because of what Hagrid did to Dudley. I love that scene. So, back to the story. So now, whenever he feels like he might need something or XYZ reason, he say, I might use magic or something along the lines, but basically that's what he meant. So his uncle and aunt would go crazy that, no, that's a bad word, don't use it here, no, 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 no. Now, one evening, for a dinner party, someone is invited while another one shows up without invitation. That's where the plot starts. Not exactly, I doubt that's where the plot starts, but that's where one new person appears, a new magical creature, Dobby. So, on this one evening, Dudley's aunt is invited for the dinner party, which is not a party, it's just a dinner of Dudley, Dursley's. So now she is invited. So, what did Dursley decide? That let's put Harry in his room and lock him in there. So, no one would know that they are still serving him, they're still taking care of him, and where have he been for 1 year now? So, just to save themselves from those questions, they decide to prison him. What is wrong with them? Everything. Everything is wrong with them. Now, Aunt Petunia is invited, but Dobby is uninvited. When Harry Potter was taking a nap or he was sleeping, Dobby shows up from the thin air and he says, Harry Potter, don't go back to the Howards. Something terrible is gonna happen. He was warning him in his ways. And when Harry politely declined his request, he decided to do something. He decided to put Harry's life in jeopardy. He decided that Harry Potter will not go to Hogwarts, else Dobby's gonna do something. And he does something. So when he does that something, a letter appears that Harry Potter is gonna get punished. A little bit, at least. That letter comes from Ministry of Magic. And when Uncle and Aunt Dursley gets to know that Harry Potter was not allowed to do magic outside Hogwarts ground, they were pissed off. They decide to imprison him in his room and they would feed meal once a day and that's it. That meal would be for him and for the owl. They locked up everything. They put a bar outside his window also, so he won't fly away. But little did they know. Ron shows up with George and Fred Weasley, three Weasleys, best trio, one of the finest. And they decide to free Harry from that prison and they succeed in it. Now, He goes to the burrow and a lot of things starts to happen. That's not the point. We're talking about the Chamber of Secrets. Let's get there. Let's not waste a lot of time on the rest of the things. So a lot of things happen in the middle, like Harry visiting Burrow, Harry living at Burrow, Mrs. Weasley's warm and angry side, a really amazing life, the farm, the people, Mr. Weasley's fascination with all the things, and with Harry, the way they treat Harry. Then, when they were using flu powder, Harry Potter misspelled the word and he reaches to a dark alley, and there he eavesdrop. He listened to a lot of things which he is confused about. I don't understand how come he never talked about those things to anyone. He should have. So, then when they were in Diagon Alley, they meet a new person. There are so many new people are introduced here and there. So many things happen. And the main reason why is it called Chamber of Secrets is because there is a Chamber of Secret in Hogwarts. So, with a lot of things going on, Harry Potter reaches Chamber of Secret somehow. There are a lot of things like Harry Potter's life at Hogwarts, what happened here and there, what were the mistakes they have made, how did new Professor Lockhart, treated each one of them, how each and every single mistake that Harry would make, or they would just decide that Harry Potter was doing it for the attention, as Lockhart said, and then there would be Ginny. A lot of mysterious things were happening. People are getting petrified. Cat got petrified. The voices. So when these voices turns up, that's where the Chamber of Secrets starts. I know it's crazy how long did we have to wait for Chamber of Secrets to happen, and it still didn't make sense to me in a lot of places. So, as you know, just like in first part of Harry Potter wins this part also. Hermione and Ron are helping him. A lot of mysterious things start to happen in the school only, and a lot more stuff. I have no idea why am I telling you the whole story while it's just a review video. I should be talking about the summary. But there are so many things in the book that I don't understand which point to be, take a note of and which point to be left aside, that this happened, so don't mind, it's okay, I can just skip this part. No, each and every single point that has been described. Based on the fact, I put the book aside because my shoulder was aching for some reason. Let's just talk like you and me. So what happened was, there were so many. See, the thing is that these plots are just, the story is developing, plots are getting thicker. There are so many secrets that are being to revealed. There are so many secrets that are going to revealed, and each and every single character has so much of things to give in the book, to give in the story, that you can't miss either one of them. But if I start telling you all those points, there will be no point of reading the book or watching the movie, because everything will be out. I don't want to do that to you. So I think I'll put a full stop there, and I'll talk more about what I liked about the book, what I didn't like about the book, and what are the other things that I thought that should be given more, thought to. Now, what I liked about the book is you'll go very slow but smooth. There is a very plain base to it. There are not a lot of things that you can imagine that it might happen this way or that way. The way each character has their own story and their own issues with their own secrets, it's pretty crazy. And how each and every single one of them is helping to build up the story. Now, for a lot of us, think that when we are starting with the series, we should keep reading it and we shouldn't stop. and unless you won't read the first or second part, you won't be able to move to the third part. One thing I'll say is J.K. Rowling did one great thing in the books, and that is, even though the same character is being introduced from the last book or from the past of Harry, for example, even if Weasleys are being introduced here, a small background is given about each one of them. Even if Professor Snape is being presented to a scene and this is the first time he is appearing, the whole book, like it's just in the we haven't read much about Professor Snape by far, and this is the first time J.K. Rowling is showing Professor Snape there. She will tell you a little bit of details about him, so you won't feel that you haven't read first or second part or even first part only. So you don't know about that character. You know enough about that character to go ahead with the book. Another thing that I loved about it, that what you will read in the book, you will be able to imagine it very easily. For me, it was easier. Now, talking about what I didn't like about the book, it's how crazy it sounds, yet how, I mean, like, it's not childish, but it's crazy how Harry is always there to rescue someone or he is being rescued. Then there are things like okay, if you read the book, you get to know, and or if you have watched the movie, you would know that Ginny got the book. How did she receive the diary of Voldemort, the you know who? But it doesn't make sense. Why was she writing in it when she saw that there was nothing that was turning up? Like, if you are writing something in it, and how come she didn't understand any of it? What I didn't like about the book. Now, there are points that I want to discuss with you all. Like, I have these questions about this book because in a lot of places it makes me go, questioning whether I should keep reading the book or not, because so many stones are unturned in this book. For example, how did Ron Weasley got to know that he is imprisoned? How come, okay, if he is not responding to letters, why would they fly all the way through there? Didn't they have any other mode of transport to reach there? If they had, why did they take that flying car? Second question, how come neither one of them thought about that if flying car will attract attraction, they'll go haywire? And Ron didn't even think about his father's place in Ministry of Magic. He just took the flying car. Okay, you missed the train, but there would be another ways to reach there. If not, then they should have contacted their parents instead of taking the flying car. Third question. How come Hermione, who is so adamant about everything, all the rules, all the things she is doing, how come she agreed to Polyjuice potion? Didn't she think twice? Specifically based on the fact that she was going to become a professor at that point of time after drinking the Polyjuice potion, and no one got to know they are cooking it. Snape, he knows everything where Harry Potter is going. How come he doesn't know about it? How come he let it go undetected? And another one. If Harry Potter heard Malfoy's father speaking those words that the ministry is gonna get every home checked out, why didn't he tell Mr. Weasley about it? Doesn't make sense. Oh, before we talk about all of this, how come Dobby reached Harry Potter's place without permission? Isn't it like house elves cannot leave their place or cannot do anything without their owner's permission? And in the end, he gets the sock from Mr. Malfoy. That means that house elf, Dobby, belongs to Malfoy. If Mr. Malfoy is so against Harry Potter and everyone, how did he let him go? And if not Mr. Malfoy, then who? Who did that? I need answers. I couldn't find answers. Can somebody help me with the answers to these questions? Or what? Did I miss some points? So, guys, that was something else, something crazy apart from what I was intending to do. But here it is. So, guys, that's all from my side. That was a fun video to make. That was a fun vlog from my side. I had fun while recording this. Hope you had fun too. If you have answered to any of these questions or those questions or the questions I have just asked, do let me know the answers to them in the comment section below. I'll attach the link to my other IDs in the description below. And yeah, that's all from my side. I'll attach the link to my other IDs in the description below so you can go ahead and check them out. I do write on Instagram on a daily basis. So if you're interested in reading my work, it will be there. The link to that be in description only. And if you like food, Indian food specifically, so I'll attach to my Instagram food blog also in the description below. It would mean a lot if you come over and like visit the pages and give me a feedback. And if you want to have a word about anything, you can reach out to me on those IDs also. You can always direct message me and saying that I found your vlog and that's how I got here. That would mean a lot to me. So that's all from my side, guys. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care.